What kind of things happen in a humanistic classroom? Number one, active learning strategies. Because the humanists believe that young people are not passive recipients, they are not going to sit still in silence from 8 to 1. It's an unrealistic classroom expectation. So what do? Involve them in activities, in constructive activities. Yes, young people will talk. They're not going to be silent for 6 hours of the day, sitting in your classroom. So, instead of making sure that we provide them with constructive talking activities in the classroom, we focus on, you open your mouth and you'll be punished. That doesn't work anymore. Provide constructive talking experiences in the classroom. After all, in the real world, in the job market, these students are going to be talking, going to be actively involved, going to be working in groups, rather than sitting at their desks the whole day doing things on their own. So, the humanistic school, through these active learning strategies and activities, promote cooperation among students rather than competition. And the humanistic school would like to do away with the competition aspect of education and focus more on the cooperation aspect of education. How do we learn together? Not, this is my work. If I help you, you'll also get the A grade. That's not what the humanistic school of thought recommends. Conflict resolution. Where 2-3 people come together, there is bound to be conflict. And in our classrooms, we have 30, 40, 60 people. Somebody will not agree with somebody, and something will go wrong. There will be some form of conflict. What do? As the teacher, you see, most teachers ignore conflict in classrooms. They act deaf, blind, I didn't see it, I didn't hear it, and so on. It doesn't work. Address the issue, because if you won't resolve the conflict, it will become worse. You want to resolve the conflict, and young people have to learn that yes, in a group, everybody won't agree. We will not all be yes, 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 yes all the time. There will be a no, and when you hear a no, you do not need to react. What do you do when you hear something you don't want to hear, or you see something that you don't want to see, or you do something that you didn't really want to do? A conflict will arise. And how do you address the conflict? How do you resolve the conflict? How does the teacher help young people to negotiate, to compromise, to come to an understanding that we are one class? And because we are one class, we must learn how to survive together. Some can't float and swim and the rest sink. That is not what a good group does. A good group allows the sinkers even to rise up and float with them. And that is what a good humanistic teacher would like to do in the classroom. Make sure that all students are on the same page, moving together in a synchronized, harmonious manner, so that class activities and assignments can go on as planned. Incorporating the whole class. They take the class as one big social group. They don't see the class as individual students. This class is one social group and it must move together. And how the teacher does that depends obviously on the teacher's experiences, the teacher's qualification, what the teacher has learned or not learned. And so, in a humanistic classroom, individual students will not be cited. If somebody does well, the group does well. If somebody fails, the group has failed. And that notion that we are one, we have to be united, we must stay together, this cohesiveness, this attraction within the group is what a humanistic teacher would strive to build.